Effervesce is always happy to receive questions about how to personalize your order. Now, when you're trying to personalize your skincare routine based on your skin type or hair type, you have to consider 3 factors. 1, the type of cleanser you're using. 2, the type of moisturizer, and you always want to have a protective layer. Effervesce has 3 options of leave-on shea butter-based conditioners that you can choose from. What's the difference? Well, let's talk about its Comedogenic Scale. Now, this is a scale that rates butter or an oil's ability to clog pores. 0 being it has no ability to clog pores, 5 meaning it's gonna clog your pores. Shea butter is a 0 on the Comedogenic Scale, so it's gonna keep the overall rating of these products pretty low. Let's look at the all-over whipped cream. Now, this is gonna be the very lowest on the Comedogenic Scale of our options. So, number 1 ingredient is safflower oil, which is a 0 on the scale, then shea butter, which is a 0 on the scale, hemp seed oil, also a 0, and then just a splash, 5% of jojoba oil, which is actually a wax, but it is so similar to the skin's own sebum that it produces that they call it an oil because it's very light. And that is actually a 1 to a 2 on the Comedogenic Scale. But since it's in here at 5%, doesn't bring up the rating of the overall solution very much. So this ranks at about 0 to 0.25. So if you don't want to clog your pores, if you have oily or acne prone skin, this is your go-to. This is made specifically for you. Next, let's talk about the all-over whipped butters. Now, these are absolute magic no matter what skin type you have. Let's talk about why, or hair type. 1 is shea butter at 66% shea butter, which rates at a 0. Then we got avocado oil and grapeseed oil, which rank at a 2. And then we got castor oil, ranks at a 1. Glycerin ranks at a 0. And beeswax, which ranks at a 2, but that's only at 1%, so it doesn't really affect the overall. The overall comedogenic rating of the butter is about a 1, maybe a little less, maybe a little bit more, but about a 1. So it's safe to put on your face and your body, skin, and your hair. Now, this is thicker than the all-over cream, so it lasts longer in your hair. It gives a little bit of a hold, and it has more SPF properties because it has more shea butter. So this is magic. And finally, we have our number 1 seller, shea butter. So this is mainly a hair butter. Shea is ground up nuts and such from Chad, Africa, where people have hair all the way down to the floor. If you want to read more about that, it's online. And this butter is number 1 shea butter, which is a 0 on the scale. Then number 2 is coconut oil, and coconut oil is a 4, so it has some ability to clog pores. Then avocado oil is a 2, castor oil is a 1, beeswax is a 2, but it's only in there at 1%. So the overall comedogenic ability of the whipped shea butter is about a 2. So you don't necessarily want to use this on your face, but it's safe if you do. And if you have very dry skin, it really wouldn't be a problem. And also you'll get more SPF the higher the Comedogenic Scale it is. So this is our thickest, and because it has harder oils and a higher percent, like coconut oil. You know how coconut oil is solid at room temperature, usually, depending where you live. So this stays in your hair long. I've even taken baths and let my hair just soak up in the bath completely, and it still had the shea butter in there. Now, it also does not become tacky, and it isn't like there's buildup. It's just like pure moisture. You gotta try it. No matter what hair type you have, you could use it as a hair mask and then wash it off. You can use it as a hair styling. Whenever I braid my hair, I use this, and it helps to give a little bit of hold, but also I know it is repairing, and it is because of the essential oils, it's helping to repair. And then because of the shea, it's helping to protect it from breakage. So look into it, read about it, ask me questions about it, and this is our number 1 seller. So if you guys want, I'll spend a whole series on the shea butter. So yeah, let me know, and thanks for learning with me. Let me know if there's anything else you want to learn about. Take care all.